Welcome back. In this section we're going to talk about mounting the striker and the door latch. First, put the striker backing plate into position. You'll find that there's really only one way to do this versus what the manual tells you to do. So go ahead and insert that bracket in there and get it tightened down. Now we want to drill a pilot hole through the back of the backing plate hole and out through the door sill. Try to go as far outside of that hole towards the outside of the body as you can versus the middle, which the manual references. This is difficult getting a drill in here, so any angle head drill you have will be greatly helpful. Use a small bit, as this is for reference only, and then use a larger bit or a step-up drill to go ahead and clear out a hole big enough for the striker mount. On both my doors I noticed that the striker needed to be mounted as far outboard as possible toward the outside of the car to fully engage the latch. If you need to adjust yours, you can simply drill down the side of the hole that you created, and the washer that sits behind that striker will cover the rest of that hole. Tighten up the striker bolt and then put the door back on the car. Then mark a reference point with your pen to see where that striker is going to be contacting the door. Once you've done that, go ahead and double check the reference point from the outside of the door and just check to make sure that your mark is correct, because you're going to use this to put your template on that is given to you in the manual. Once you've got the template taped to the door as instructed, go ahead and drill your pilot holes in each hole except the striker hole for your drilling points. Now that you've got your pilot holes, go ahead and use either a step-up drill or a bit that is recommended by the manual to drill out your holes. Once that's done, peel off the template. Now that we've got our holes drilled, go ahead and check your work with the bolt provided to see whether or not it fits. Now we're going to go ahead and use a small cut-off wheel to cut out the gap between the two larger bolt holes so that we can go ahead and fit the latch mechanism into the door. If the latch release mechanism doesn't fit the first time, go ahead and remount a little bit more area for that mechanism to go through the door. Now it's time to mount the latch onto the door. Once you've completed that, go ahead and put the door back onto the car using tape and then see if the latch engages the striker properly. This concludes the door latch mounting procedure.